a few days ago for WebView Wednesdays. We celebrated our 30th episode, which congratulations to us for that one. There it is. Yeah, 30 episodes. Wow. So it's was it like 7-8 months of straight episodes? Long time. Hey, we're Casual in the house. Casual, thanks for dropping in, mate. But yeah, for the 30th episode of WebView Wednesdays, yeah, we did some giveaways. Unfortunately, I had a few audio problems, which I'm hoping ain't gonna be the issue this time. So, if any stage in this in the production here, if I start going all crackly or robotic, please let me know, and that way I can hopefully. I think I found the solution to fix it. But yeah, if that happens, I do apologize. You know, this is not an exact science, and sometimes things happen. Also, as well, if anybody wants to come up to the stage at any moment in time, as long as you're kind, respectful, and cool to chill out with and geek out, yeah, you're more welcome to. Just hit that request button, and we'll get you up.
I think it's working.
Oh,
I think
it's working. Okay, hang on. Let me go over to YouTube here. For those of you just jumping in, we're trialing try and do this live. Ooh. Okay.
Can you actually see that, or?
Hang on, let me just pause it for a second because I'm getting some major feedback. But yeah, I mean, I just jumped onto your channel then, and it seems to be working. I can hear myself nattering in the background. It's like, oh, I sound like that, Jesus. No, but yeah, that looks very promising.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's a completely free setup, so DM me and I can explain it. It's a few steps. I don't know if you have experience with OBS, but it's all through.
It's all through OBS. No, I mean everything I've been doing so far has all been StreamYard, but I've been trying to see if I can master that and then work my way up to OBS because that's like the next sort of step up. But yeah, if you can show me how to do it or how to make it happen, then yeah, I'm all for it. Cool. So what's been happening?
Been trying to set that up. I've been just trying to set up live stream stuff and then just finalizing the Discord and all that, but nothing too exciting.
Nothing too exciting.
What about you?
Well, let's see. What have I been up to this weekend? I jumped on the Real Uncommon podcast. Hello, How Friday, as I've tried to do. I had special guest Chris Severs on. Along with Doctor Strange, so that was a lot of fun. Just chilling with them for a little bit, just talking about the future of digital collecting and getting Chris's perspective on where the space is going, which we all know the answers to that. But I won't spoil it. So if you haven't had a chance to go and check that out, go and jump over to the Real Uncommon Podcast YouTube channel, and you can find the recap from that there. I could only stick around for a little while as I got gate crashed by my daughter, who came sneaking in, wondering where Daddy is. But that's kids for you. But yeah, that was really good fun. Then come Saturday day, took the wife took the kids out for a play date, so I had the house all to myself. So just had a few chores to do around the house, bit of chill time. And then took my son out shopping. And just had like a sun afternoon as we normally do. What else we do? Saturday night. Had a bit of another chill night with the missus. Tried to sit down and watch the new Expendables movie, Expendables 4. If you haven't seen it yet, you'll be doing yourself a massive favor if you don't. It's definitely not my favorite. But it was just there for the nostalgia. But yeah, it's not very good. I'm glad I didn't see it in theaters. But I did manage to see the latest episode of Loki season 3. So that sort of made up for it because that was really cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Expendables, those guys are just starting to fall apart.
Oh my god, the movie was bad. I don't know any other way to put it. Like, the acting was bad, the CGI was bad, just the writing was lazy in bits. I mean, like, it was cool, like, just see, like, the older action heroes on film, but that's about where it ended.
That's funny. I I downloaded that new Indiana Jones movie that we were talking about. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it later today. See what you were saying about it.
Yeah.
And then I also downloaded and I've been I've been binge watching these two movies over and over again. The Pink Panther movie.
Oh, no way.
I love those movies so much. They're so funny. But I happened to get my hands on those. I've been watching those lately.
Nice one. Yeah, is that the originals, or is that the one with is it Steve Martin, if I remember right?
Yeah, it's actually the one with Steve Martin.
Right.
It's not the originals, but the Steve Martin movies. It's so funny. So
cool. I have to admit, I haven't actually seen the Pink Panther Steve Martin one. I know of it, but I've never actually had the chance to watch it.
oh, dude, straight comedy from start to finish.
So is it very like is it very sort of like, you know, pinnacle, like, you know, Steve Martin comedy, like, you know, when he was doing, like, you know, Father of the Bride, so Father of the Bride, like Sergeant Bilko, or that sort of thing?
Oh yeah. But there's also just stuff in the movie that you just won't see in movies nowadays, just because everybody's gotten so sensitive and stuff like that.
Because there's no way you can get away with it these days.
Exactly. Yeah, but and then also Beyonce's actually in the film, or the first one at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, what's his name? Jason Statham.
No way. Oh, now I definitely have to watch this, especially after this.
Jason's just at the very beginning. He's not like a major. He doesn't have a major role or anything. But Beyonce's actually she has a pretty big role in the film. So
yeah, right. How you going, D?
Hey fellas, good afternoon. Good night.
Hey, D.
Hey.
So, how you doing? What's happening? How's your weekend been so far?
So far it's been good. Yesterday was pretty good at the market. Yeah, we're just kind of cruising today. Hinano's got a new RAM that he put in his computer, so you know what he's doing already. He's editing stuff.
Yeah, hard at it. Good man.
Yeah, and I'm just here not editing stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at I'm on my other phone. I'm on YouTube, and I see there's some people watching the live on Josh's account.
Oh, okay, cool. And it seems to be working alright. Like I can't really watch it because I get like some major feedback because I just hear myself talking, and I can't bear the sound of my own voice enough as it is, like hearing it through YouTube.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's working okay. I just have it, but the volume is down on my other phone, so I'm not. You don't hear the feedback as well.
Okay.
But yeah, we're
I cut out there for a sec. Sorry, did you say it was running okay, or there's a problem?
It seems to be running okay. I have the volume turned down because it's on my other phone, and I don't want to get feedback while I'm speaking right now. But there were a few people that were watching.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we started watching Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah.
The show on Apple Plus. So I think we're on episode 4 now. Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. There's some like dry humor in there, but it's pretty cool.
No, cool. I do admit I'd never actually watched Ted Lasso, but I've heard like really positive things about it. It just always seems to get knocked to the bottom of my like to watch list.
Yeah, we have a whole like list of stuff to watch, but there's only some that we can watch with just us two, because the other ones we kind of save for when the kid is around.
Yep.
And so we're just kind of scrolling. We're like, oh, what can we watch? Because she's like in her own,
world.
Roblox world. Yeah. I was like, oh, let's watch some Ted Lasso, because it was on our list of like a million things to watch, and yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
Cool. Now, if anyone out there listening or in the audience has any recommendations for what to watch, I'm definitely all ears. So far I'm just making my way gradually through Star Wars Rebels. I was just saying to Josh, Collector's Gone Digital, so I just watched the new Expendables movies last night, and yeah, it was absolutely horrible. So I do if you like it, great. If not, yeah, you ain't missing much. They really should have stopped like after the first one. Probably the second one. The second one probably.
Yeah, usually like sometimes it's better to just leave the first one as is and not even continue anything.
Yeah.
There's another movie that has I don't know if you already mentioned it. I saw the preview and I can't even remember what it's called, but it's got Jason Statham in it too, and it kind of reminded me of like, you know, when he was doing his the Transporter movies, kind of like that same spiel kind of. But it's new. I don't think it came out yet. I'm having a brain fart.
You're not talking about the Meg, are you?
That's what I was about to say. Is it the Meg 2?
No, because that's the one where they go underwater. This one is like he's on land.
Oh, okay.
But he's like obviously fighting.
Because what else does he do?
Yeah, I can't remember. I gotta go look it up
So
now.
I'm looking it up right now as we speak.
The Meg movies were two more that I got my hands on. I just watched those as well.
Oh yeah.
The second one was okay, but I prefer the first one much more. Have you seen it?
I've seen the first one, but not the second one. But yeah, I mean, like, what else is more funny than seeing like Jason Statham take on like a giant shark?
Yeah. Yeah, we saw the first one, but not the second one yet.
No, cool.
Oh, there it is. Okay, the new movie is The Beekeeper.
The Beekeeper. I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I actually want to see
The
that.
Beekeeper. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, The Beekeeper.
Say what it's about.
It's about him kicking ass while he's taking care of bees. I don't know.
I love it. Well, here we go. This is the summary as it is on Internet Movie Database on IMDb. I'll do to my best, like, you know, try and dramatize a bit. In The Beekeeper, one man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful and clandestine organization known as the Beekeepers. Ooh.
Oh my gosh, you know who does great what do you call it, sounds or effects, what do you call it, voiceovers? Is Casual.
Is he there?
Right, Casual? Thumbs up if that's correct.
Right. But, like, you know, I suppose, like, I have to, like, you know, my best, like, Jason Statham voice or something like that, like, you know, hello, I'm Jason Statham and I'm part of the Beekeepers.
Don't quit your day job.
No, fail, boo.
That was a good attempt. Way better than
I'm going now to hang my head in shame.
Good try, good
That's
try.
it. I think I'll just stick to hosting. But yeah, well, let's see what else has been happening. Well, like, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's jumping in to join us in the space tonight, or this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are. Time zones always do my head in. I see Double Quill in the crowd there as well. Big shout out to Double Quill, who's just dropped her latest blog today as well, which I do have it here. It is letter from the author. That's right. In defense of my collection. That's right. And yeah, really good read. So I definitely recommend you check it out. There's a few parts of that actually spoke to me. Especially, I know how you feel when it comes to most of your family income goes to the kids. So my kids hoggle my family's income. There's so much I would love to spend my money on. But it was a part here about you know, we all come from different walks of life. So that one really spoke to me. It says, I actually took a copy of it, so because I wanted to read it. It says, we have everything from millionaires to homeschool mums, real estate agents and CEOs, to forklift drivers, which I put my hand up to, that's me, body shop owners, mechanics and tattoo artists. But when we come together, we all meet up, and none of us, like, basically, long story short, it's a fantastic read, I don't want to spoil it, is that through Vivi and our love of collecting, we can come from any walks of life, and we all come together and basically connect on like, you know, whether it be Marvel, Disney, our love of collecting, maybe the uncommon comics, maybe, and that's one section that really spoke to me. So yeah, I just want to say a big big shout out to Double Quill, which I'm going to do this if my soundboard wants to behave itself. And yeah, fantastic blog as always. What else has been happening in the world? What else has been happening? Oh, I also did my latest episode of Relax and Read. If anyone hasn't checked that out yet, please check it out. It's on the WebV Collective's YouTube channel, which is this is what these Twitter Spaces are brought to you by the WebV Collective, which is a collectors group that I am the name president of, which is more or less just a group of us that came together and wanted to create a space where we can just share our love of collecting, fandom, and just geek out and not be sort of treated like outsiders or basically just somewhere that we can vent and just share our love of collecting with other like-minded individuals. And yeah, we have a Discord group as well. So if you're interested in getting to know our Discord group or what we're all about, feel free to send us a DM, and I'll get you a bit more involved with that. Some of our members are actually here in the crowd with us tonight. So we've got D, Hinano, Shadow, Collector's Gone Digital, Biggest Bro, even Double Quill's part of that group as well, Pulpy, and anyone who's part of our Discord, I consider a member of the WebV Collective. So yeah, that's my little spiel about that. But yeah, just going back to Relax and Read, I did a live reading of The Addiction, which I do admit was actually really hard because a lot of it's in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. So I just want to say a big shout out to Shadow and apologies, because I was recently informed that apparently his mother is Spanish. So if I butchered your mother's language, I do apologize. There were a couple of areas there I could have done with a translator, but nevertheless it was a good read. The story was a little bit all over the place, but obviously being the first issue, it kind of will be. So I'm hoping that we see more of The Addiction on the platform in future episodes, and yeah, I mean I'm assuming we'll get more of it somewhere down the line, considering how successful it's been. And yeah, we've also got they've also got the signed copies also available on their website now as well, which I'm assuming is still available. But if it's as successful as it's been at New York Comic Con, they're probably not going to last overly long. But yeah, that's about all I had at the moment. Oh, I also wanted to do a quick shout out to Casual as well. Casual has just recently got me onto the e-packs from Upper Deck, and was nice enough to get me involved with that and trade me my first set of Marvel digital cards. So I just want to say a big thank you to that as well. I'm still learning how the platform works. I haven't really sort of got overly involved with it yet, but I did open one of the free packs today, which is one of these Goodwin Champion cards, and I managed to pull a Josh Giddy. I have no idea who he is, but apparently he plays basketball and he's a fellow Aussie. So that's kind of cool. So if anyone wants to trade or knows anything more about it, yeah, let me know. But yeah, enough rambling from me. So D, Josh, say what else has been happening?
Nothing much. We got stuck in traffic this morning. They're paving a narrow bridge where like up the road from where we live. So yeah, nothing really much.
All right.
Random fact.
Also as well, before I forget as well, I just want to do a quick shout out to Key Collector 68, also formerly known as Kenobi's. Those packs though that you did, wow, I mean, I can see him. I didn't purchase one personally, but I see him popping up all over X, and everyone seems extremely happy with them. And yeah, so I just want to say a big congratulations to you as well, and very kind of you to do those for the community as well, because some of those packs had some pretty juicy comics in them. So a big shout out to you as well. And yeah, just shout out to everybody. This is an amazing community, and there's just so much love and support going around.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. All the stuff we got from Kenobi. Actually went through the our short boxes and rearranged, and we'll be posting up pictures of what we got.
No, excellent. So let's have a look here. So let's start off with a bit of VV news. So what's been happening in VV land lately? So we've had let me just pull it up here because I had it all queued up, but it decided to rug me. So what we had lately? So we've had the Amazing Spider-Man issue 41. We've had the FA Rhino. We've had the Tarzan comic, which I'm assuming is sold out by now. Ha ha ha. And we've also had Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #8, which is the one with the black symbiote suit on the front. Very, very popular. That one's definitely sold out. And we've had the Soul concept series with the art pieces. So I actually like those art pieces, but they still haven't sold out, which is not surprising. And of course, the big one that's on everyone's mind at the moment is the vinyl gold Iron Man, which has got a bit of a bounty going on at the moment.
I was just about to ask, what would you guys do with the 40 grand?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? So apparently it's 40 grand for the David Yu is offering 40 grand for the #1 of the golden black? I have it written here. Oh yeah, the golden black Iron Man #1 of 50. And apparently he's offering 40 grand for it if you got the digital. But is it true he's also offering an extra 15k if you got the physical as well? Is that true?
Oh, I understood it where he was offering 15 for another piece. Oh, I might have misread it, but I don't think it was 15 on top.
No, because I saw one thing that said like it was like 15 on top, but honestly, like, it's definitely 40k for the gold and black Iron Man #1 digital. And I think it might have been 15k for a #1 of any of the other rarities.
Yeah, if it's 15k on top, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, wow. I mean, to be fair, like, it is like, what the first. It's pretty iconic because it's like the first like collaboration with Funko. It's the first Iron Man 18 inch. If I got that right.
Yeah, 18 inch.
Yeah.
But again, like was said, 40k. What would you do? You had the #1. Say, David Yu's offering 40k for it. Do you take it? Do you bargain? Do you say no? Say I keep it. So what do you do? What a question. What would you do, D?
Well, that's the starting point, right? For that David Yu is offering. What if like some big whale came and offered more?
Exactly.
What would you do then?
Start your own little bidding war.
Yeah, and did it say would it be 40,000 gems or like US dollars or
I believe it's US dollars. Let me just see if I can find it on the old X Spaces here.
Yeah, this is all speculation for me because I didn't even get one.
I ain't got one. So I definitely don't have one. But it's an interesting question though, isn't it? Yeah, it says
Chico Rocco in 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, Chico Rocco 2 minutes, everyone. 2 minutes.
Sorry, squirrel.
That's good. Squirrel. So I did actually have this one that I was going to queue up for it.
Program to bring you an important announcement.
Oop. Let's try again.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
That's it. Chico Rocco 2 minutes, everybody.
Okay, that was a better one than mine.
That's it. The soundboard's still in the works. But yeah, what about you, Josh? What would you do with it? So you had the #1. He's offering you 40k. What do you do?
No brainer. I'm taking the money.
I'd probably take the money too.
Yeah. I'm not waiting for anybody to come in, offer a higher number. I'm taking the money and I'm taking at least half and reinvesting it right back in it.
Yeah, run for the hills.
Oh yeah, 2 partner statues and then probably half in collectibles, half in easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
But then someone also posed another question is like, what are the tax implications of that?
Well, you would stop. Sorry, do you go ahead?
Oh no, go ahead. I said yeah, for real.
Because that's another thing, isn't it? Like, how does it work in the way of like taxing? Because like that, because obviously I'm over in the UK, so we've got a different taxing system. But if it was like over in the US, like how would that work?
I don't really want to speak on that too much, but from my understanding is it works in a similar way to like capital gains with stocks and stuff like that. Percentages might not be the exact same, but it's going to vary everywhere.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
I just thought it was just an interesting question. It's like, you know, it's definitely something like that most people probably wouldn't think about. I know I definitely wouldn't think about it. I'd just say 40k, wicked, I'm out the door.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the where pieces are on the platform right now, I wouldn't even. I mean, even if it's like sitting around waiting for an extra 10k for the offer, no, I'm just taking the money and putting it in.
And we got a key collector 98 to the stage. How are you, mate?
Hey, Oz, what's good, baby? ID,
Yeah.
what's up, collector?
Hey, what's up, Kenobi?
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know, man. Don't leave the space, but if you guys want to tune in, Todd McFarlane's in Discord. Don't leave this space. So if you want to, tap into, that just in case he says something. Again, don't leave this space. But for sure, he's speaking right now because I think he's basically going to talk about how he's going to take full control of his NFT project on McFarlane Toys, digital. So I don't think he's too happy with what's been like as far as like how it's been being run. So he's just going to take full control. But if you guys want to hear more about it, you guys can. For me personally, I'll just wait and see, bro, because he's talking about making the app a lot more easier, shall I say? So we'll see yeah, he's in Discord right now.
Ooh, okay, well there you go. If there's something you're interested in and want to check it out, to head over to the Discord and see what Mr. McFarlane has to say. But yeah, I was always curious about how things were going to progress forward after that whole I don't want to say like mess with what happened over their end, but obviously I only know bits and pieces, so I don't want to say much on it. But yeah, we could to see Todd McFarlane take the helm and see where he takes it, because the guy is like pretty onto it.
Yeah. Also, mark your calendars, November 14th. Was it DC? And let me see real quick. I just want to. I don't want to be wrong about this.
Is that Discord call being recorded?
It might be. I don't know. I'm not in there. I'm just. Hey, man, I want to see it. I don't care about words, bro. But yeah, I think it might be recorded by somebody or whatever that's in there. But yeah, November 14th, that DC book with Legendary Comics to launch Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah, they're coming out with another well, it's the same variant, but this one's gonna have sound chips in it. So when you open it up, you're gonna hear like King Kong and Godzilla, like their roars and whatnot.
Going for it.
Yeah, so
that's
November 14th. So
November 14th.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that comes.
Yeah, write that down.
Yeah, man. I mean, or you could, talk to your LCS and pre-order it, and yeah. But if you guys can't get them, man, let me know, man. Seriously, and I mean, because to me that I don't have any, I don't have any remembrance of a comic having sound chips in it or anything like that. So I think that,
no.
And that crossover is pretty dope. I want to see how that goes. But
well, yeah. Also considering as well, off the top of my head, we've also got the Apple Plus show coming soon as well. I think is where the King of the Monsters is coming.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
That looks sick.
Yeah.
And sorry, D, your hand up.
Yeah, Kenobi, put us down for 3.
I got you.
Sweet, thank you.
And,
we'll send you some money.
I'm so no, don't worry about it. It's all fams. But no, I'm kind of interested on what I'm going to do. Because if I slab it, then what's the use? I mean, it's gonna take away from the sound. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'll probably just keep this one raw forever, and the copies that I get, I'll just keep it raw.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. I just learned about a new DC character today. I don't know if I told you that, but they were talking about in the LOD. He's a villain. His name is Chained. So I copped that.
Chain, okay.
Yeah, I copped that. Reading upon it, he's just like Doomsday, bro, but he owns Superman. So like when I say he owns him, like he whoops his ass, but not in a physical way, but more like his power is like telekinesis and shit like that. So
Okay.
yeah, bro, but he's supposed to be badass. So I copped a couple of those today. Superman #6. I just got the cover A's because I like cover A's better than whatever. But yeah, it came out. I guess that book came out September 19th. But it's a spec book. I mean, you know, just depending on where this character is gonna go. Because he's sick, bro. He's sick. He's not buff and, you know, like Bane and shit like that, but he looks crazy, bro.
Yeah, okay. And that's chains, is it?
Chained, yeah, like chained up, like yeah.
Oh, like okay, chain.
Yeah, chain.
I'm just gonna write that down.
And Superman #6, man.
Right, Superman #6. I'll write that down, ladies and gentlemen. And also, I suppose, like, you know, while I've got you here as well, because like we were just asking the question about just in regards to the Iron Man, like how David Hughes got the 40K bounty going on for it. So would you take the 40K and run, or would you try and haggle? What would you do if you had the Iron Man?
I'm going higher than 40K. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
The first offer is just what you know. It's just like a little bait, but nah, man. If you wanted that bad, you know what I'm saying, you gotta give me something. You gotta give me something more than money, man. Because apparently it's not about the money. You know what I'm saying, to him. So it's not about the money to him. I mean, if he's gonna drop 40K on something, it's not about the money. So
that's it.
Make it about what you want. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Go try and play the game.
I don't even think it's a game. Like, to be honest with you, like when somebody offers you something like that, like you just gotta know that, like, at least from a business standpoint, that there's more to it. You know what I'm saying, for this person. So if you guys think 40K is gonna do you justice, and you know, ain't no telling, like after taxes and everything like that, because this thing it's higher than what, 10,000 or 13,000. So it's considered, and I don't know what they do with collectibles as far as like it being that high. So the shit will get taxed. So you know, make the most of it for yourself too. You know what I'm saying? That way both people eat. You know what I'm saying? He eats, he's gonna get what he wants, and you get what you want. So, you know, I'm pretty sure he has an AF-15, or he has, you know, some in his collection that, you know, you might want if you're a collector. Because monetary value, bro, like 40,000. If it does get taxed, you probably, you know, be walking away with 15, and then 15 nowadays, man, that shit don't go.
Oh, dude, you're walking away with way more than 15 after tax with 40. Well, you're not getting taxed more than half on 40.
Well, if you're from California, I don't know. I'm from California, so I'm always like, they're about to take 50 from me anyways. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah. That's it. Obviously, before I forget about it, everything said on this channel.
I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm just like, California. I you know, we get screwed on taxes all day, bro. So, I mean, if you're getting a little bit more than 15, or a little bit more than, you know, whatever, then yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
I think it's at least 25%. So you walk away with 30.
You're walking away with somewhere between 25 and 30, my guess.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
That's it. Obviously, everything said on this channel is not financial advice. So we're just people chilling in the space, just talking into a microphone. Do your own due diligence and all that, etc., etc. And yeah, take everything we say as a grain of salt. Just thought I put that out there, just cover everybody.
No, you made some good points though. Patience is power. It depends on it depends on, you know, your final goal, right? Position you're in. But I was gonna say something else, but slipped my mind again.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I just thought it was just an interesting topic to talk about. That's all. So, because like I said, a lot of people don't think about these sort of things. They see 40K and then run for the hills, which is probably what I'd be doing. But another little fun fact as well. I've just done a little Google, and apparently we have 2 of the Iron Men. Apparently, are on the market now. We have one of the 18-inch, the red ones, which is the common. That one's going in the market now for 999 gems. And that is an 811 edition. So if anyone's interested in that, that's up for grabs. And I think we've got one of the silver ones up there as well. We've got the 18-inch silver one. That one's going for 12 grand. That's an 87 edition. So there you go. I only got the 2 in the market at the moment. So if anyone's got 12 grand, so that option might be there.
Hey, do you want to hear a funny story real quick, Oz and D and everybody?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
For the last week, I'm like, who the hell is Tina J? I'm like, is she hella important? You know, because those Nike shoes that just came out. I'm like, who is Tina J? And I'm like, I mean, I'm asking my daughter because she's hip to the game, and I'm like, baby, you know who Tina J is? And she's like, nah. Bro, I just found out that's an acronym. Like, for these are not, this is not a JPEG.
Oh.
It's an acronym, bro. And I'm like, I didn't even know
This
that.
is-
I was like, who is
Oh, yeah. This is not a J. Oh yeah.
this is not a JPEG, bro? I was like, I just found that out, bro. But funny story. And I hope I helped out. Hey, look, if there's one person in here who was doing the same thing as me, then hey, yeah, that's my funny story, bro. Tina J.
Yeah. There you go.
My life is complete
Yeah,
now.
it is.
Learn something new every day.
There you go. Tina J is an acronym for
These are-
this is not a J.
This is not a JPEG.
So-
yeah.
JPEG. I gotta write it down. So Tina J, this is not a JPEG. I reckon that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. I was like, Tanaj.
I was starting to think like it's like some like famous face or something, or like some like famous personality or something. It's like nope, it's just this is not a JPEG.
Alright, I just
No, bro.
yeah.
All right, let's look at my notes here. What else has been going on? So double query, amazing. So did anyone go for anything in the VV market in the last couple of drops? So how did everyone do with the Secret Wars number 8, or did anyone pick up any posters, Tarzan comics? What's everyone been collecting? So has anyone been buying? Anyone been selling?
What's the comic with the Spider-Man black suit?
That's the Secret Wars number 8.
Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, I went for that on drop. Got a pretty decent mint number, 486 or something like that.
Nice. So was that common, uncommon?
Common, yeah.
Common.
I don't think I've ever gotten more than an uncommon on a drop for a comic, unfortunately. But
Right. Yeah, I was quite lucky. I went for it and I got a rare. Mine was... Yeah, but which is quite good because I normally usually either get commons or uncommons. Like I very rarely get anything above that, but I managed to score myself a rare. It was 39.37 mint, so quite not too bad. Quite happy with that.
nice. Has anybody grabbed any of the Physical Addiction comics? I tried getting another one today, or not another one. I tried to get it again, but they didn't have different countries set up. They could only be shipped to the US.
Oh, okay.
And it was they're fixing it, or should have been fixed on Friday.
Oh, I see. Maybe there's something last minute thing they gotta do to make that work. I mean, we're fortunate we're part of the US, so we were able to get some. We just gotta wait for when they ship it out.
Oh, nice.
Maybe they'll have some updates on someone's account on X.
Yeah, well, I was talking with Mondo, and he said that it was something with a plugin on the website, so he's waiting for Shopify support. So I don't know if
okay.
they never got back to him on a Friday, and now it's the weekend, and he's got to wait till Monday. But D, what covers did you get? Did you get the blue and the red, or?
I got 2 of the red uncommons, and then 1 of the black and white, the secret rare.
Nice.
Yeah, so 1 uncommon and the rare, secret rare will be for me, and then 1 of the uncommons would be in a future giveaway.
Nice.
And Hinano picked up some too. I can't remember which covers he got. Probably some of the uncommons as well.
I just hope none of the signed copies are sold out by the time that it can actually ship outside the US.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I
So
hope
just-
not. I hope they have a good amount for, since people outside of US are having some issues, that they hold some back at least that are signed.
Mm-hmm. What's odd too, correct me if I'm wrong, but what was the price at Comic-Con that they were selling these at? Because why are they selling them for $15 on the website? Weren't they more at the convention? Or was that for the Virgin cover with the Spider-Man Marvel cover?
Well, the Spider-Man one was 20 or 50 for the bundle. The Addiction, I can't remember now because, yeah, I mean, I wasn't there. Was that 20 as well?
Yeah, I don't know. Something makes me feel like it was more expensive. Might be wrong about that.
Yeah, I don't know. If anyone listening out there was part of the was at New York Comic Con and knows what the price of the Addiction comic was at the stand, please let us know, because right now we're just trying to work out if it's because right now it's gone for $15 on the website, and trying to work out what they were charging at the stand for it.
Yeah, my collectibles, maybe you can put them up in the comments or come up. So I know he was there, so he probably has a better idea. Or anyone else that was there.
Yeah, for sure. And like I've said before, the stage is always open to anybody who wants to come up and say hi and come and chill with us. So that offer's always there. So it's a safe space, and always appreciate everyone's feedback, as long as you're kind and respectful and awesome to chill with. So you're more than welcome to. So that offer's always there. But if you want to chill in the background and listen to, that's also okay.
Yeah, also when MC was up on our live stream, he did mention the difference with the online copies is there's only one signature, and if you were in person, you could have gotten I guess other people's signature as well, because he had his copies were signed by multiple people.
Right. Okay. Well, I've just got a message from Shadow saying I believe 15 was the cheapest, so maybe 15 was what they were charged at the booth as well. Yeah, thanks for that, Shadow.
Okay, thanks, Shadow.
The one signature though, aren't there multiple people behind the comic? So, is it one of those people, or do you mean like more signatures as in you can go around and just get people to sign it?
Yeah, I believe the website only has one signature. Whose signature it is, I'm not 100% sure. Because we just got, I believe, just a regular non-signature ones. And then I believe, yeah, MC was able to go in person to those different people and have them sign his.
I'm gonna go to the website in a sec here.
Yeah, I just tried to go to the website and it wouldn't let me in, so maybe it's my browser doesn't like. But yeah, if you can get on the website, definitely let us know. Also, as well, if anyone's got any stories from their experiences at Comic-Con, I'd love to hear it as well. Considering I wasn't able to go there, but from all the videos and posts and everything I've seen from all the other members of the community out there, I feel like I was there. There we go. Oh, I got another message from Shadow as well. It says I got 2 signatures from the artist and 1 from Zarello himself. So very, very cool. So
That's nice.
yeah, actually, just on that subject as well, when I did the live reading of the Addiction, I actually got a little message from Zarello as well saying thank you very much. So I was like, it's a nice little acknowledgement there. So hopefully he enjoyed the reading. I didn't butcher it too much, because like I said before, it was very difficult to read because most of it was in Spanish, and funny enough, I don't speak Spanish. I have trouble with English and Australian, let alone anything else.
That's okay. You made the attempt.
That's it.
Somebody on my stream asked when Dazzler collectible. Dazzler drops comic-wise, right?
That's it. We do have the Dazzler comic in the app, which we do. It has been getting a lot of traction lately because there's been a lot of speculation saying that Taylor Swift could possibly pop up playing Dazzler in the new Deadpool 3 movie, which is all just pure speculation at this point. But I could definitely see it happening.
When is that movie coming out? Does anybody know, like, a date?
No, well, it basically got put on the back burner because of the writer's strike. But
yeah,
I haven't actually seen any solid news yet saying that it's back on track or back into production, because right now it's actually over. They were last filming scenes of it over here on my side of the woods, over here in the UK. So I I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on it because I want this writer strike to get over and done with, so we can get back to making some quality movies. Because like what's been coming out lately is just been very subpar.
Yeah, I'm excited for that whenever it comes out. Hopefully, maybe next year or 2025. soon.
Yeah, that's it. Hashtag soon. All right.
Actually, speaking of stuff coming out, here's some more speculation for you guys. We were supposed to be getting Wolverine on VV.
Yes, there was that was the rumor floating around.
Well, it wasn't even a rumor. David had confirmed it in I can't remember if it was a community update or an interview, but he said that it was dropping in September. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, he's late. Well,
Or did he specify September of this year or next year?
No, that's the thing. That's it.
Well, yeah, fair, I guess, but it was the month prior to September of this year, so.
Hmm.
And then also, wasn't there a movie with Wolverine supposed to be coming out, but that was on strike too or something?
No, the last I heard in the way of like Wolverine and movies, I think Deadpool 3 was the last one I heard when it came to movies. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that because there's been all sorts of speculation popping up about it. Like I've heard speculation that as we know, like Taylor Swift's going to play Dazzler. There's also the news that Jennifer Gardner's coming back to play Elektra after all these years from playing in the original Daredevil movie and her own little standalone movie. I also heard a rumor as well that apparently was it Channing Tatum might pop in to play Gambit because that's been on the cards for a long time as well. And there was another one. There was a rumor that Affleck was going to come back and play Daredevil. I think that one's been squashed. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what other legacy characters might pop back in. There's been a lot of that going around lately. Oh, actually, hang on. I just noticed we've got Chris Severs listening in the audience. He must have heard me say the word Daredevil.
I was just about to say that.
That's it. He said, "Ooh, Daredevil." That's it. I just hope he doesn't tune out because I said Daredevil and Ben Affleck. But thanks for joining us, Chris. Always a pleasure having you in the space, mate. But yeah, and we've also got a new comic coming as well. We've got the first appearance of Agent Venom, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 654, and I think it's another 7,500. Yeah, here we go. It's another 7,500 edition comic. Price point $6.99. I don't think it's overly price well, like according to Go Collect. I think it's not going for overly much, but it does have a cool picture of a Venom on the front. Now, ultra rares and rares are done by Ron Lim and Idris Silva. We're also very, very popular on the app. And that's
on Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah. Fun fact as well. I actually own a physical copy of this one.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. The covers are pretty nice.
Yeah, that was when I first heard about it, I was like, at last, finally a comic on the app that I actually own. But yeah, but no, the rare and ultra rare covers looking quite nice. I like the sketch variant on the rares, always looking very cool, and the ultra rare looking very nice as well.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. Oh, even I'm not really much of a secret rare person, like the covers, but this one looks nice. Even the one number 8, that one was a nice SR too.
Which one was that? The Thanos number 8.
The one Secret Wars number 8.
Oh, Secret Wars number 8.
Yeah, the secret rare was nice.
Ah, right. That's the one with is that the one with the black Spider-Man suit front and center?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, even the ultra rare cover on that one's quite nice as well with the the red shading.
The ultra rare, of course, you would say that.
Of course, I would. Like, that's kind of my thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, Though I do admit that I haven't been buying much in the way of comic books or anything lately because of lack of capital, because I have two small children that decide to take all my money. But you know, that's dad life. What else has been happening? Just trying to go over some of my.
Do you plan on passing any of your comics down to your kids?
Sorry?
Do you plan on passing any of your comics down to your kids?
I would like to. I mean, like that's definitely one of the upside of having, like, you know, your digital collectibles is that, like, you know, you do have these options of keeping them in pristine condition, and as long as you don't like lose your passwords or VV goes belly up or whatever, that's definitely my plan. I mean, that's definitely one thing I want to do with, like, my ultra rare copy of Amazing Fantasy number 15. That's definitely going in someone's inheritance. But I mean, like, that's what I like to do. Like, you know, with all my collectibles, basically, I'm trying to make all these moves now to sort of put my kids into, like, a better position, because, like, you know, if this digital space is going where we all think it's going, it hopefully will benefit them when they get to their stage in life where I am at the moment, if you know what I mean. But I suppose that's like any parent's any parent's dream.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, we'll see. At the same time, I'm just having fun, just enjoying the community, just enjoying the collecting experience, and just connecting with everybody from all around the world. Because that's one thing we like to say, like, you know, with part of the WebV Collective, is like to collect and connect with like-minded individuals, all about collecting and connecting. But yeah, what else has been happening in the space? I'm just looking at my notes here, because I do actually try and make an attempt to make some kind of structure out of these and not just ramble. But sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. We had the swoosh shoes. So did anybody go for any of the swoosh shoes?
No.
No, me neither. Shoes are not my thing.
Dude, you said that's straightforward.
It's just like straight no. Hey, Casual, how are you, mate?
Hey, Casual.
Hey, what's up, folks? Doing good. Just thought I'd chime in. Sounds like a good time now.
Did you end up going for the Iron Man or the swoosh?
I ended up going for both. That's just part of being a hoarder.
Oh.
Yeah, how'd you go?
I was right on the fence to the last moment, and now I'm thinking I wish I got 2 Iron Mans instead, because the swooshes are, you know, they're not performing as well as the Iron Mans, but we don't know yet. Give it some time. Most people haven't got deliveries yet. My Iron Man's not coming till Thursday. But this is one of the interesting things. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to it. So that whole offer that he made, 15 grand and then 40 grand, the bounty, I believe the physicals actually are not numbered. So that's the issue now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking into Alex's replies, and they're going to have to do some sort of retraction or something like that, because you have to scratch off your or you have the code on the piece of paper, you redeem the code, and that's how you figure out what your serial number is. So he was going to offer you 15 grand for the number 1 of, you know, but they're not numbered. So it's going to be
so what's the number on the card that's in that people are
that just says you have 1 of 650, 1 of 1500. It just means you have to redeem your NFT, and then that's the serial number.
That gives you your mint number. I
see. So technically, the physical piece isn't tied to the NFT in any way.
How many people do you think opened it up thinking they got 1 of?
Well, you're still going to need to open it to get the NFT, so you know, you got to get your...
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I think most people are going to open it, because if it expires, I think it expires in 6 months, they were saying. So you're going to have
something like that.
Yeah. Or sell it within the 6 months.
It's a bit of a high than a low, don't you think?
Yeah.
You open it up, you see 1 of 600, then you redeem it, and then all of a sudden it's, you know...
Well, the true Funko collectors don't care about the VV NFTs, so... You know, whatever the physical value lands, you know, that's just what it's going to be, because they don't care about the NFT. You know, maybe the NFT will moon, but I don't. Some people will leave it sealed. I mean, there's going to be value in leaving it sealed. I think the people who don't care about VV NFTs, some of those will leave it sealed.
I think a partnership like this is going to make people care, because I think those people before who are just buying Funkos and tossing them on their shelf to look at, so you can only really do so much with a physical piece like that if you care about the quality, right? Like if you're a true collector, the number one thing you should care about is how well you're taking care of your pieces. So I think a lot of people might buy these golds, redeem the piece, thinking that they're not going to be interested in the digital at all, and then all of a sudden go, wait, I can have the physical on my shelf, but I can play around with the digital in AR, or I can, show people wherever I am, whenever, the pieces of my collection without,
Yeah.
No, and I agree with that. No, for sure. It's going to onboard some people for sure. But just like with DVDs that include the digital version, a lot of people didn't redeem their digital version of the movie and never will watch that. So there's always going to be that percentage of people that they're just going to leave that code in there. But I think it will onboard some people for sure. Hopefully it wasn't just the VV fam that bought them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, because I think we had like a conversation about this like in either a WebV Wednesday episode or WebV Weekend one, but there was the question like, what if they, because now they've got this partnership with Funko, like what if they started doing like Funkos on VV, but they were like Funkos that you have like normally like in the box, but what if you could unbox them like they do over on Cryptoys, and then you could have like like an unboxing experience but with Funkos.
No, that would be cool. Yeah, no, that would be cool.
Because in that way you have the option. You can keep them in the box and have them in pristine condition, or you can open them and play with them.
Yeah, that would be amazing. And I don't even think that's that far from the crafting feature they already have. Like a Disney potion where you can either open it or keep it, or the door.
Yeah, because I tell you what, like if they had that on the app, like I'd definitely be inclined to be a lot more open to Funkos, because I have that problem, like in the physical world at the moment. Like I bought my kids their first Funkos probably 3-4 months ago, and I tried to show them like, this is them in the boxes, like this is how you're supposed to have it, like you're supposed to look at them, play with and then like keep them in pristine condition. Do you think that happened? Hell no. So they took them straight out of the box, screwing their heads around, but like throw them all over the place, and that didn't last very long at all. So if we could have that, like so we can keep them in pristine condition on the app, that would be fantastic. But we've got Dive Jedi up to the stage. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. I didn't intend to hop on stage, but I just.
Oh, okay.
I just logged in on my laptop and I thought my mic was open, which is weird, and then I clicked on it. So sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, pleasure to have you up the stage, nevertheless. So, how you been? How's life?
Life's good. I've been quiet for a while. I'm not really into Funko or Iron Man, so it's not much to talk about for me.
No, it's my understanding that you're into art, if I believe, because I heard some very good things about you from Metaverse Life, which I caught up with in London.
Ah, cool. Yeah. I'm a big art collector, so I buy and sell a lot of art. So that's basically my main thing I do. I'm already retired, so I just mess about a bit.
Nice. So what do you think about the art that we have on Vivi, or are you involved with any of the other platforms like Elmon X, for example? They're quite heavy into art.
Not really.
Not really, no? No, that's cool.
No. The only thing I bought from Elmon X was the Diablo thing, and then they completely rug pulled it.
I see.
And then I was like, okay, thank you, I don't need it. And yeah, pictures of art is not really art, right? It's just it doesn't hold any value for me anyway. It's just a picture of the Mona Lisa.
It's like, yeah, wow.
Wow, yeah, oh wow, yeah. So yeah, I don't really see the point, but. And I actually been to Cairo to the museum, and I've seen the real Tutankhamun statue. So I really don't need an NFT of that either. I don't really get that. But you know, you buy it if you like it. It's up to you. Your money.
Yeah, well, for sure. I mean, like that's what it's all about. Like, you know, you buy what you like, you collect what you like, and that's what the main thing. Like, I'm the same. Like, you know, I've seen the Mona Lisa in real life. It's actually a lot smaller than they make it out to be.
Yeah, exactly. I was in the Van Gogh Museum last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because and I live like 15 minutes driving from there. I've never been to the Van Gogh Museum before, but now all of a sudden they were giving out Pokemon cards, so now I had to go there. So I actually went to the Van Gogh Museum to get a Pokemon card, and so I saw all the famous paintings, and it's nice. But I'm not really a Van Gogh fan either. So, but it was nice to see the potato eaters and the sunflower paintings in real life. So that was pretty cool. But I just went there for the Pokemon cards.
That's it.
I picked them up, sold them, paid for the groceries. That's what I do.
Yeah, and went on with your life.
Exactly.
Well, D has a question.
Yeah, did I miss it? What exactly were they doing with Pokemon cards at a Van Gogh museum?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird story. I'm sure the intention was to draw in some younger crowd because they have like a quiz and like you know, you need to search for clues in the museum.
Okay.
They had a Pikachu piece put in, so
Yeah,
I think it was to promote that.
Yeah, it was a Pikachu in the form of is it Van Gogh's the bloke with the missing ear, if I remember right, with the top hat.
Yeah, Van Gogh. Yeah.
But the Pikachu still had both ears though.
That's right.
Yeah, he didn't cut it off.
Yeah, but the thing is, the museum. It's kind of weird because the museum didn't realize how popular Pokemon is. So there was actually in the main news here, expect such a success because the museum was instantly sold out for the next 2 weeks, and there were dealers, flippers outside of the museum waiting for people to come out and give them $50 for their card. And then, so there were like riots, and they needed to hire extra security. So last week they actually stopped handing out the cards. So you can still do the search for the clues and everything, and they do the quiz, but they don't give the Pokemon cards anymore.
Wow.
Because it was too much pressure on the security.
Yeah, just getting mobbed by all the hardcore Pokemon fans.
Yeah, exactly. But I just wonder how naive you are as a museum director that you make a deal like this, because they actually put part of the museum are Pokemon, Van Gogh inspired Pokemons, and they didn't even realize what kind of invasion of Pokemon fans. And there were people in line. They went in the museum 10 times a day and pick up their Pokemon card 10 times a day, because as a student you have free entry to museums here. So they just went in the museum, pick up the Pokemon card, go back in the line, go back in, and they picked up 5 cards, and when they go out they sell it for $50 to the flipper. So those students made like $250 a day every day.
Nice. Genius.
Yeah, that is.
Cool. Casual's got his hand up. So you got a question, mate?
Yeah, and then they were offering that promo card if you purchased at least $30 from the I think the European Pokemon Center store, and a ton of people put in orders, but then they ended up rugging the promo card, so people ended up buying a ton of Pokemon cards for no reason just to get this promo card, and now a lot of them aren't going to get it. So that's the way the world works, though.
Yeah, so I actually bought tickets for like 4 o'clock and also for like 4:30. So we went inside, picked up our Pokemon card, went outside, joined the line, went back in, got 3 more because I brought my girlfriend and my daughter gets free entry. So we got 3 cards each time. And so we went home with 6 cards, and I sold them for almost $100 a piece. So.
Nice.
So that's a profitable trip to Amsterdam. And we went to the museum.
No, very nice. So, well, congratulations. Like, no, I definitely, I tip my hat to you, mate, and I will give you one of these as well for your flip. No, very cool.
Yeah, it was weird, but also funny. So it was kind of cool.
Made it a memorable experience.
Yeah, for sure.
No, cool. So you're into art. So what sort of art are you into? Is there anything we may have possibly know of or recognize?
I'm mostly into street art. So I'm sure most of you have heard of Banksy, but there are actually other people that paint with spray cans. So
mate. Funny enough, I'm actually here in Bristol, and we know all about Banksy over here.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, but I know other artists from Bristol, like Snap23 is a big street artist from Bristol.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Snick, SNIK. I have a large collection of Snick. They do really cool stencil art. But there's tons of artists, so you can pick whatever you like. But I have a lot of John Doe, Imbu, Vanakapan. You have Nuno Vigas. Yeah, you have a ton of them, and I buy them and then also sell them. So I have quite a lot, and I have a Banksy as well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So which Banksy do you have? If you don't mind me sharing. Obviously, if you don't want to say, please don't. Okay. But
I used to have a Sale Ends print, which I bought for 500, and I sold it for 64,000.
Nice. Wow.
That was a really cool deal.
Look at that.
The bad part is you can set your sound ready, because most of the money I spent on Omi when it was 1 cent.
Right.
But and the other one I still have is the Banksquiat. It's his latest print.
Oh, okay, I don't think I know that one.
It's like the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel with the Basquiat crowns.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think I know the one.
Yeah. Actually, David Yu wanted to buy it from me, but he didn't.
No?
I didn't sell it to him.
He said no.
I said no. Actually, I told him he could have it for 100 million Omi, but he didn't respond.
Nah.
Actually, that would be a low bid now, but back then it was quite a lot. But now I wouldn't even accept it.
Yeah, because I think the price of Omi is what, like somewhere around like 0.008 something last time I looked at it.
Yeah, exactly. So the 100 million would be 80k, and I wouldn't accept 80k for that.
Oh, there we go. 0.0008244 according to CoinMarketCap, for anyone who might be interested.
Yeah. But, we just wait for better times. I'm sure Omi will get back once the markets go up. But I'm optimist.
Yeah, same. Well, it's the same as anything, isn't it? Like all works in cycles. Like, we're just in the lull part, but we are gradually starting to gain a bit of traction. Like, with all the news we've been hearing about, like, Bitcoin above 30k. It's like, woo, yay, and all that sort of stuff. So excitement's gradually trickling back in. But like you said, it's just the economical climate at the moment. Everyone's got to focus on feeding their families and getting, like, paying their rent and so on first.
Yeah, exactly. And you see the same thing in the art market. It's not just crypto. You see, if the markets go down, also the art market goes down. So for me, it's also a bit harder to sell my stuff. And if you do sell your stuff, you get less. I had prints that sold in auction easy for 10, 11,000, and now I have a hard time selling them for 7,000.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's not just crypto; it's also in art. So, but it doesn't. It does affect me, but it's not really that bad because you know the print I'm talking about, which used to sell for 10,000, I can now maybe sell it for 7,500. I only bought it for 2,500, so I'm still.
So either way, you're still up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not that bad, but it's a bit more difficult than it was a year or two ago. And also prices are higher, right? So groceries are up 50%,
That's
and
right,
gasoline and mortgages. So everything is expensive, and and if you sell something, you get less. So that's makes
That's
it
right.
hard from two sides at the same time. But we'll survive.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's it. I mean,
It's still better than working. I mean,
probably. So, unfortunately, I'm still stuck in the working boat, so I'm not quite up to retirement level yet, but we're getting there.
No, I stopped working 7 years ago, and I'm like, it's the best decision I ever made. But you need to have a lot of financial discipline to be able to do that, and a girlfriend that really supports you as well. Because,
That's definitely helped. Yeah. I'm
you have to be really frugal.
On that one. I'm definitely hearing you on that one.
But you know, to each his own. If you enjoy driving a cool car and live in a big house and go to dinner 3 times a week, and you do it, but then you need to work. And I try not to as much as possible, and then I don't need to work. So I'm
well, I don't know. I think
choices.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think if I was in the let's say, like, you know, I retire tomorrow because, like, you know, all our collectibles and Omi Moon or whatever, I think I'd probably still go to work just for something to do, just because I just need, like, the routine and just somewhere to hide from the family life during the day.
No, I don't mind. You know, in the morning I bring my daughter to school, and then I get back home. I go back to bed, and then I wake up like 11 ish.
Ooh, no. Nice.
And make a cup of coffee, and then, you know, I check my email, play a game, you know, make a sandwich. No, then you take the water again. It's very relaxing. It's very relaxing.
Excellent.
Yes,
Chris. Nice one.
And once a week I sell something, and then I can pay my bills.
Mate, that sounds like the life, doesn't it? What do you reckon, everyone out there in the audience? Is that the life? Is Dive Jedi living the life everyone wants? No, that's really cool, man. I applaud you, sir. I applaud you. What about Casual D, Josh? What about anyone else out there? Like, you know, but would you still be working if you were retired, or be as cool as Dive Jedi?
I probably wouldn't be as cool as him, but I don't know. I think I would probably still be doing some work here and there.
Cool. Oh, hang on. I think I might have to get I might have to send someone a co-host. So I've got a few speakers wanting to come up. I got John in the audience. John, how are you, mate?
Oh, it's really good, man. How's it going? Thank you for holding the space down. I jumped in. Hey, how's it going, D? Hey, Casuals up here. We got Dive Jetty and Collectors too. Kenobi came up a little earlier before, said, "Oh, there's a Todd thing." I jumped over there.
Yes.
I heard the Todd thing. I'm like, well, honestly, I haven't heard anything like mind shaking differently than what has been said since like a month and a half ago with that brouhaha going down. So I'm like, okay, I'll just wait until some big news comes out. So I jump back out, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go back to that collector space, so because I'm like, and that was good because there was a question that you had before I jumped out that I was like, oh, actually that would be a really fun conversation to talk about. But before I jump on that, let me address the Dive Jedi one, which is I'm a New Yorker, so I always got to be on the move. I think if I did not have to work for money, I would work for not money. I really would. I can think of 2 jobs off the top of my head. I would be like, hey, if you want me to come here and just do this for free, I will just do this for free because I love it, right? One which is a comic book store or some kind of comic book thing, and then
Nice.
if they just want if they can tolerate me coming in and just talking people's heads off about comic books, and you need me to come and just to talk to somebody about comic books, yeah, if that is a job, like sign me up. I will do that for free. Right.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. And the second one is I used to really play guitar a lot, musician stuff. So there's this one place in town, and they're always on the edge of like just barely being able to pay their bills and stuff like that. But they're like the last place in Manhattan that actually builds their own guitars. And I'd be like, I want to apprentice there. I would love to like inherit the knowledge to actually create your own guitar on the bones of New York, you know, like the wood from the Bowery and all that stuff, like make my own Telecaster, and like just let me sit at your feet, maestro, and let me learn. And then at the end of the day, if I can make a guitar and people want to buy this guitar, great. But I mean, I wouldn't do it for profit. I would do it just because I love, you know, like music and the art of making music and just making guitar sound so amazing. But of course I can't do that now because I have to make money to, you know, pay bills and all the rest of that. So that, I mean, no, I mean, there's so much I would love to do if I had the luxury of time other than just be luxurious. You know, I guess that would be my point. Yeah. To go back to the original question way back when, which was if I had the $40,000 Funko 18-inch Iron Man, right? So that was the question I came in on. Here's my answer.
Yep.
I would absolutely sell for 40,000 gems to David Yu, the number one of the secret rare, or for $15,000, the number one of any of the other rarities. The reason being is because even 15,000, but definitely 40,000 is quite a rarity to be able to have a transaction for in BV at this moment. And I'm assuming I'm still be able to keep the physical collectible because he can pick any of those collectibles and they would apply. Because as you know, there is no serial number on the physical. So it wouldn't, he's not looking for the physical. He's just looking for the thing that says mint number 1. And right now in existence, there's only one thing that shows that, which is the digital collectible. So I'm more than fine in giving him back basically what I minted on his site for that amount of like gems. And then basically I'm set for the rest of life on BVverse. If I want to keep it in the ecosystem or if I want to cash them out, that's fine as well. But like, yeah, I think that is quite a generous offer, especially in this market. And let the man who wants it the most get it. That's my approach.
Yeah, for sure. No, awesome. So, Casual, you got your hand up, mate?
Another idea would be to play on what John was saying is maybe get a hold of Golden Auctions and make it one of the first VB NFTs on Golden Auctions. And, you know, I'm sure David would be behind it. Then maybe we can get Dr. Profit to pay $60,000 for it.
So it's a little bidding war. Yeah, very cool. Actually, John, just before I forget as well, just going back to that subject of music, because if I recall, when Mondo was doing the competition for the Slab comic books, one of your entries was you playing guitar and doing a song, if I remember right.
That is correct. I whipped that out in like, I think 2 hours. In the middle of the dead of night when I first heard of it, and I was just like, there's a thing and there's no set media to have it done in. Well, I guess I'll just submit a song. Now, I totally get that a song is not that translatable to a lot of the media of which he would want to, you know, display any contest, contributors. For instance, like he says, we're going to take some of these entries and put it in the next issue. You can't do that with the song, right? So I totally got that. So really it was more of an entry just to show him that and it was a very early entry, just show him that I was just showing my support. But again, because I'm not that creative visually, the only way I could really, show that was, through a song. So yeah, I just crafted up some lyrics and then just like set it to like, I think I just picked up my classical guitar that was next to the couch here, and I just like just did something acoustically and then fired it off. But yeah, so I still do dabble a little bit in that, a lot less than I used to before kids came around. But yeah, like back in the day, I had a couple albums and all the rest of that stuff, but that was way back in the day. So, but yeah, I still have a guitar lying around and still make music here and there for sure.
Yeah, cool. I just thought like that was like a really like unique entry, like because I didn't see anybody else do anything like that, and yeah, your music actually sounded really, really good. It was really refreshing. It's something different. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for that input into the competition, because it was like, yeah, it was really cool to see.
Oh, really appreciate that. Yeah, like yeah, it's very kind of singer songwritery. I don't think it's like the typical approach that people even think of when they just have a conversation with me, but just musically, that's kind of what comes out. So that's the kind of vein of music that I kind of create when I put things out there. And yeah, again, it kind of came out very naturally because they were so good at painting the picture of who Nikki Tino was and the whole environment of which she operated, which was New York City. I'm like, wow, this all just fits in very nice. I mean, I'm a New Yorker, right? So it's just like it seemed very natural to just be able to put something out there that seems somewhat relatable to the kind of change in nature that she was about to go undergo, right? So yeah, that's where that sound came from.
No, very cool. All right. Did anyone else have anything to add to that before we move on? Nope. Okay. Well, there we go. Well, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone else who's just jumping into the space or still hanging there with us. Like I said, this is WebV Weekends episode 11. It's brought to you by the WebV Collective. In case you don't know who we are, the WebV Collective is a collectors group, which I'm the president of. It's more or less just a group of us that came together and just wanted to create an area, create a space where we could just chill, relax, and just geek out, which is where all these Twitter spaces came from. Whether it be WebV Weekends where we are now, or WebV Wednesdays, which is our Wednesday show, which is from 8 till 10 Pacific Standard Time, and we have that consistently every week. And we just recently celebrated our 30th episode, so that's very cool to see. And yeah, I just enjoy hosting these spaces. We never know who we're going to get. Sometimes we get nobody, sometimes we get everybody. But yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been hanging with us or just joining us for the first time. Appreciate everybody. Oh, and also before I forget, John, how was your experience with Peach Momoko?
Oh my goodness! I think we had to open up a 2-hour space to talk about. Let me tell you, because I bothered her for 3 days straight. Yeah, I mean, by the end, I'm not even joking. I think I have a video somewhere where I posted up where she points to me and said, "Are you the person who bought the Psylocke from me?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" She now recognizes me.
Like,
and it's such a fanboy. And I was like, "Yep, that's me." And then it was so crazy because she, as you know, she's very hard to get a remark from. I did not have a ticket. I was just kind of walking up. I just saw no one was in front of her table, and she just pointed me out. And then she just offered a remark on the spot, and I wasn't even asking for the thing. I'm like, but oh my god! And I just happened to have a blank, right, of a comic that she did, right, which was Batman: The Adventures Continue #1. Totally blank cover. So I just gave it to her, and she filled it up with a Harley Quinn. I could not believe it. A gigantic, I wouldn't even call it a remark. It was basically a commission piece. It was a gigantic, and it was she brought out the black pen, she brought out the white pen, she brought out the red pen, she just kept going at it. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. So yes.
Anytime you go, oh my god.
I fanboy so hard. So yes, great success at the con with Peach Momoko. I'm the happiest fan you will find in 2023, for sure.
Excellent. Cool. So your experience at New York Comic Con was very positive. Then I'm pretty sure I saw a lot of your posts popping up on X, photobombing a lot of other members of the community. It just looked like it was a really, really good environment. Oh, I really wish I could have gone.
That's another good point. So many members of the collecting community on the VV side and the DC side, HRO side, in fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of the Backhow community currently came to the Backhow community through the HRO community before, that they were, of course, in the VV community. So that's the kind of progression. And so it was really fun to see a lot of the HRO people at the booth. I recognized it was Hood Squirrel, Richie, Bomber, all those guys were there. And they were like, oh, do you want to be the last entry in this competition we're having? I'm like, sure, what's this is about? I got the second place, and so I got showered with all these free cards. It was ridiculous.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. Actually, the 2 winning cards that I got were happened to be legendary because you had to get a low mint number in order to win, and both of those were low mint numbers. So I just I didn't care about the collectability. I'm like, this is about the experience right now for me. So I'm just like, can you guys sign it? So I have 2 legendary cards signed by all the HRO team, and to me, that's priceless. So those 2 cards, I'm not even what do you call it, QR coding them. I'm not scanning them in. I'm just gonna have them and just like appreciate that moment where they were just so cool, and it was really nice to meet those guys. So yeah, it was a really, really nice con across the board.
Excellent. And just going back to someone you may have possibly met there, KC. So how are you? So thanks for dropping in.
Hi guys. Sorry, I've been at brunch with my brother, but thanks for the space as always, Osman. John, you are so freaking lucky to get that remark, dude. I'm so happy for you. Have you posted a picture? I would love to see it.
If you wouldn't mind, Osman, I can go ahead and pin it up on top if I can find it.
Absolutely.
I will be right back. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, Casey. Wait until you see this. I'll be right back.
Oh, I believe it. I don't even need to see it to know.
Yeah. Where were you, Casey? How have you been?
Cool. Good. I also met Peach Momoko when I was out there, and I was fangirling with her and talked to her for like 10 minutes, and I forgot to take a picture with her because I was too busy starstruck. Yeah. But she's so amazing. Like, I love her so much, and I cannot believe I rolled for a remark and I didn't get one, unfortunately. But John is so lucky to get that whole cover. Like, I really want to see it.
Yeah, definitely. Same.
But other than that, yeah, life's been good. Just staying busy.
Yeah.
Doing lots of art and stuff. Yeah.
Very cool. And you went to brunch with your brother, you say?
Yeah, he's been going through some stuff, so he wanted to meet up for breakfast or lunch or whatever and catch up. We don't hang out very much, so it was nice to catch up with him and see him.
That's nice.
But how are you?
That's all good.
I feel like I haven't seen either of y'all in a while either. So how's it been?
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Oz.
Yeah, D, you want to take this one?
Yeah, just been busy with in real life stuff. With the child, family, and work. But overall, pretty good.
Very cool. Yeah, I've been about the same, sort of just ticking along. Just the kids are getting bigger every day. So my son's up to 4.5. My daughter's up to 2.5. And yeah, just becoming right little characters at the moment. Some of them sometimes good, sometimes bad, just sometimes a complete pain in my ass. But that's kids for you.
those terrible twos. But you'll miss the terrible twos when they're terrible teens. No, I'm just kidding.
Terrible twos will turn to terrible 12s, and they'll turn to terrible 22s, and just keep going from there, won't it?
We're going through the terrible 10s right now.
Oh, yeah.
Soon to be the terrible teens. But I mean, our daughter, she's awesome. But she's going through her own phases, and I'm like freaking out because it's just the way that the world is right now, and things like she's surrounded by growing up right now. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
I'm going through the terrible 57 at the moment.
The terrible 57s.
It's a good one.
Hey, up on top,
I
went ahead and posted it up. There is it.
Yes.
And the in progress video where she pointed me out as the Psylocke guy, I put it in the bottom right, a purple response bubble comment if you actually want to see her working on it. There you go. Oh my gosh, cannot wait to get this back. I went and centigrated.
Oh my god, of course you get it graded, right?
That's
so
awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Excellent.
I mean, look how gigantic that remark is. It's like huge. I cannot believe it. Oh my goodness.
I can't either. That's so awesome, John. And of all people, like, you hella deserve it because you're such a comic book nerd and just like one of the biggest Peach fanatics. So like, huge congrats. I'm so proud for you.
Oh, thank you, Casey. Oh my gosh. And it was really fun, like seeing everybody in the addiction line. Like basically that was 90% VV people, man. So you and Emoji being right behind me, like that totally made sense. You guys, I don't know if you saw pictures, but Casey was decked out in Poison Ivy cosplay, talking about DC, right?
I did.
There you go.
I saw it. Yep, saw it.
But
Yeah, that was very cool.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't cosplay, John. You come off as a person that would cosplay. Maybe
No,
not.
you know, Casey, back in the day, and people probably don't know this about me, but I actually had gone to New York Comic Con frequently back when my kids were much younger. But it was a totally different experience because I went, you know, for the kids. And so whatever they would want to see in terms of like actual comic book people, like they would dress up like it's Halloween. I would do that too, you know, when I was like, you know, in dad mode and stuff like that. But now they are in their terrible teens and they're too cool for it. So if they're too cool for it, I guess they don't want to see their uncool dad doing it. So I actually stopped it back in 2019. That's when I stopped it, and yeah, like one is now off in college, the other one is a junior. They don't even want to go to the con anymore. It's very sad for me. Like the youngest still wants to go to anime con because like she's moved on to the aka cooler cartoons, so now she does manga and anime. So I'm taking her there in November. But yeah, she skips on the Comic-Con stuff. Both of them do, so it's very sad. So I'm so glad that spaces like this help me rediscover my own personal enjoyment of comic book collecting. And now, instead of like doing all the stuff that I would usually take the kids to upstairs, man, I'm in the basement working hard. I'm in the artist alley actually meeting and greeting with like the people actually created. Like that is just so invigorating. It's almost like a whole new different type of con for me now. So I'm happy to just be there in work mode. You know what I mean? And it's fun.
Yeah, excellent.
Did you meet Jim Lee too?
I did. Oh my gosh.
Let's go. I didn't meet him. You're so lucky. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, I got the first appearance of Psylocke as he created Psylocke because of course Chris Claremont did a New Mutants before that, but Jim Lee's first stab at it. I got that comic book signed. What else did I get signed? Oh gosh, off the top of my head I can't remember, but I got 3 comic books signed. And the one that threw him for the loop is like, again, remember I'm in the DC NFT project. I actually had him sign Superman #1 Multiverse Edition with Sasha Calle as Supergirl on the cover. His art copy, I screenshotted it and I asked him to digitally sign because you're only supposed to get 3 signatures. So as a 4th, I just basically begged him for a digital signature. He's like, that's fine. So I have a video of him just like using his finger on my phone and just like scrawling out his like signature on this like screenshot of an NFT. But it's like
he touched your phone.
He totally touched my phone.
I never wash your phone ever again.
That's it.
No.
Yeah,
Get that.
It was a lot of fun.
Get the
That's freaking awesome.
That is cool, man. No, I'm so happy you had such a great experience.
Oh yeah, man! I met so many amazing artists, but I'll say I probably only met 60% of the artists I wanted to meet. There was like tons of artists there I didn't even get a chance to meet. The one that I have tried for years, I just couldn't find the time because there would be conflicting ones. But I finally was able to. Was Kevin Eastman. The guy who created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so
I know that.
I finally met him after all these years, and it was such an amazing thing to be able to do that. Like I think it was the second day, he was my first stop. So I ran over there, got the bracelet, you know, waited in line, and it was like 2 hours gone by. I don't care. Finally got in the front of the line, and my experience with him was I was so starstruck. I even chatted a little bit with Jim Lee. I did not chat at all with Kevin Eastman. I was just like sitting there like and just took video. And he did his business on the comic book, and that was it. It lasted like 10 seconds, and that's all I needed because I was like, oh, I finally met Kevin Eastman. So I'm really happy that happened. Yeah.
You had like one of those like fanboy moments where you just sort of like lock up and just say, "I love you."
I couldn't even squeak that out. It was crazy. Yeah. So I love Artist Alley now, man. They're just it's insane how many amazing artists. Like if you guys have not done it yet, like I highly encourage you to, because there's just rows upon rows upon rows of creative freaking geniuses just there. And it's just insane. And like there was one where I wasn't even intending to go there the other day, but I saw like Rick Leonardi has nobody in front of him. I'm like, this cannot stand. And I just happened to have my copy of Spider-Man 2099 #1 there because he created Spider-Man 2099. And so I was like, gotta make a right turn, go to Rick Leonardi and tell him how much I appreciate him and how I bought this comic book off the racks in the 90s. And I'm so glad that, you know, it's, you know, having a renaissance right now because of the movie, and could I please have a signature from you? And so I got my personal copy signed by him. So that's why it's always good just to bring all the comic books that you love, just so you never know who you're going to run into or what experience is going to pop up, and then you're at the ready, right? And so that was such a nice, like, yeah, there's just tons of moments like that. I had only planned to go for 2 days. I went for a third day, and it still wasn't enough. That just shows you how much is to do. But let me tell you, after those 3 days, I was destroyed. I was like, I can't do this.
Absolutely wrecked.
I heard so many people on social media saying, I am literally in the ER right now. I heard other people go, like, I'm in traction. It's so bad. Yeah. But it was worth it. A labor of love for sure.
Yeah, very cool. Actually, that reminds me as well. This is a question for Josh from Collectors Gone Digital. You're still doing your interview with David somewhere down the line, yeah?
Yeah. We just haven't scheduled it yet.
Okay. I have a question, and John will probably back me up on this as well. It's like, ask David, when are we getting more Peach Momoko covers on the app? Because right now we only have the one.
Yes, that's a great question.
Look at all the hundreds.
Yeah, I'll add it to the list.
That's it.
Let me tell you, somebody out there, and maybe this is private alpha, but I'm just gonna let all you guys know how many people are in this space right now. Okay, 22. I can tell you guys. There's this one dude who had stacked Momokos, who for some reason this particular week is little by little divesting himself of his collection. So every once in a while, you will see that one comic book drop to from anywhere between $11 to $17. This is the ultra rare, by the way, right? I mean, the normal floor is $44. So when you see those, I have no connection with this dude whatsoever. I just noticed that, like, my overall wallet size drops by like bajillion percent. I'm like, oh, this dude must have dropped another $11 comic, and just give a heads up to the community. So just once in a while, just check that comic book and see if there's something a fourth of the value. Not financial advice. That's it. But if you don't have one, you might be able to get one on discount this particular week. That's all I'm saying.
That's it. Not financial advice, but yeah.
Let's go.
And just for anybody who is curious, that is Daredevil number 25 ultra rare. Just for anyone who wants to keep an eye out.
Oh, you want to hear a really funny story? Actually, it's very funny because Mr. Rolex yesterday. And we have this whole thing that happened yesterday. I'll tell you about with Mr. Rolex. But Rolly,
just before you start, I don't want to set an alarm or anything, but I'm just looking in the market right now, and there is one on the floor for 17 gems and 50 frags.
I mean, that's close enough. That's close enough, and far away enough from 44. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. So that option there is for anybody who wants to take it. So I'm just putting it out there.
Karma will come back around. Let me tell you, Osman. Appreciate the heads up. and so Rolly and I fought back in the day when there was still a bull for the 1-of-1 Ghost Spider number 2 artist proof on Vivi of Peach Momoko. Still the only other collectible that is Peach Momoko. I bid, and I don't mind telling people, like, I bid $8,888. I was like, let me go for quadruple luck. Let me put it all down. Let me sell my Walt. I sold a partner statue, which at the time was going for around 10 grand, right? I sold a Walt to try to get this because I'm like I got Waltz, man. I don't need that many Waltz, but you know what I need? I need the 1-of-1 of Peach Momoko on this site. And if I had actually acquired it, I still would be happy with that. I swear I would, because to this date, it literally is still the only 1-of-1. And you know what? That cover of Ghost Spider number 2 is one of the most revered comic book covers she ever did. It's still to this date like considered to be like the seminal piece of breakout work that she did. So that was a very smart choice. And I got outbid. Rolly outbid me, right? Rolly, I probably bid maybe probably 9 grand or something like that. But here's the thing: he did not know he won, and he went to bed, and then he didn't check it. And so back in those days, if you did not pay for an auction that you won within, I think, 12 hours, I think it's 24 now, but within 12 hours, you lose the auction. So he didn't get back on in time to pay for it, and then by the time he got back and paid for it, I think he had some kind of payment issues or something or other. So he missed it, and
it defaulted.
Yeah, and then it defaulted to somebody else who bid, I think, in between me and him or something, and then she won. I forgot her name, Sarah Jean. So Sarah Jean won it, and I was, and me and Rolly were just reminiscing about how we both missed the Peach Momoko, and it was just very sad. But like karma works in interesting ways, because I gave some folks a heads up, and Rolly was the one who picked it up and secured it. The very first piece of original art that Jim Lee has ever done for the blockchain. And I gave him a heads up because I found his personal art dealer who takes his personal collection and sells them. He has a website called albertmoy.com. And I saw it pop up, and I knew exactly what it was. And everything else around it was worth like 40 grand, 20 grand. You know, that's what his art usually goes for, original art, right? This one was not remotely close to that number. And all the other stuff is like cover art for like physical comic books. This one, nobody knew what it was. But I knew what it was. And Rolly, you guys know what it is. And it is Batmouse, right? The reason why Batmouse is important is because that is the alternate art for the cover of Batman 608, his most important DC work. The beginning of the Hush storyline in the early 2000s. He recreated that, and instead of Batman, in the same pose, he did Batmouse, which is the multiverse Zukru version of it that he did for the Flash multiverse project for DC3 earlier this year, right? But he didn't just make Batmouse, he penciled it on paper, and then he usually gets Scott Williams to ink everything he does. He personally inked it too. So it is personally like drawn by pencil, inked by Jim Lee, and then he signed it and said Jim Lee 2023, gave it to his guy Albert, and Albert sold it, probably not thinking anybody would ever pick it up. It got picked up under 24 hours because I gave folks the heads up, and Rolly picked it up. So I told Rolly, I'm so happy for you. You got a one-on-one of a very important artist's original piece, like first art ever that he did for the blockchain. I think that's amazing for you, Rolly. So that's a collector highlight of anybody's year, and I'm glad Rolly had that experience last night.
Yeah. No, that's great, man. Like, I mean, like that's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it? Like, you know, looking out for each other, like, you know, enjoying the collecting experience. And it's not about, like, you know, like a player versus player mentality. Like, you know, it's about enjoying the connections that we're all forming. Like, you know, in whether it be like, you know, DC, Marvel, VV, Cryptoys, McFarlane, whatever platform you're into. Like, you know, it's all just about the collecting experience, and it's a really cool thing to see. Casey's got a hand up, and just give everybody a bit of fair warning. I'm going to have to start wrapping up the space somewhere in the next 15-20 minutes or so, just because it is getting on out here. But we'll keep it going for a bit longer. So, Casey, you got your hand up?
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm going to have to also leave soon, too, because I just got home and I'm going to watch the game with my family. But
nice.
Not to turn this into like a John interview or nothing, but John, I was in the space the other day when Mondo came up and was like loving all the stuff you were spewing, and he offered you a job with Metropolis. You obviously don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but are you thinking about accepting it, or have you? Or I want to know that.
So Casey, interesting you should say that, because this conversation that I just had, and actually it kind of sealed the deal with Rolly. I was like, isn't this the kind of stuff that Mondo would want to hire me for to do? Which is basically do the background of a piece of art, understand the context of the art, be able to communicate that to a potential buyer, and then have the buyer actually secure the deal, right? I'm like, that's actually what he wants me to do. But I get it, and like I'm probably capable of doing it, but I had to like run it by Mrs. John, and you know, for the next 6 years, we got to put our kids through college, and my current job is able to do that. And so, you know, I was just so I did share with Mondo my resume, right? He's probably the only guy who I fully doxed to, actually, because of this, right? Because I didn't want to tell him, I mean, I didn't want to obviously blow him off, but I was like, this is, you know, currently what I do, and you know, this is kind of the range where you know I currently operate in. And it's like, and let me tell you, I would I mean, and you shouldn't do this to a typical job interview, but I told him exactly what I told you guys. The job you had brought up, I would really do for free. I would really do for free if because I love the things that you would want me to do. I really would absolutely do it. It would be like a passion project for me, but I can't kind of give up my day job at this point because of, you know, financial obligations and things like that. So he totally understood that. But what he said, and I don't think, Casey, I said this in Spaces yet. I'm fine saying this openly now. he replied and said, well, I want you to know that I respect that, and like you have an amazing career now, but on the weekends, and since you're a New Yorker, you have an open invitation to come by Metropolis anytime. Just look at all the stuff that we have. Pick Steven's brain. Like, if we can pick yours, that's great, whatever it is. But just consider yourself now part of the family. Just come anytime and just be a part of it, man. Like, no strings attached. I'm like, really? Because that is like going to Disneyland every weekend for me. So really, you're gonna give me that kind of access? I would love that. So I took him up on it. I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah, okay. Next time Steven comes around in town, like I'll give you the heads up, and then maybe you can head on up. Like, literally, I'm a 20-minute subway stop from him. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I'll let you guys know next time I go up there, and like at least for the first time around. Like share that experience. I will just definitely jump up in spaces. So yeah, Casey, just want to let you know that didn't die on the vine. Mondo was absolutely earnest about that offer, and I gave that full respect that it deserved, and gave a response back, and that was such a classy response he gave back in return. That man, that was just really amazing. So again, I mean, everything that I'm talking to you about, Osmond, right now, I would be more than happy to just go to Metropolis and do this. And if I hear anything, and if he doesn't mind me sharing, I'm more than happy to come back here. Especially like he's working on the digital grading thing. I mean, we don't actually know the aspects that he's working on. So if he's cool with me doing it, and I can pick his brain a little bit, maybe if I can hear one factor or another factor, and like, what do you think about it? And we can discuss it, and if it has any weight or validity, or if he wants input from us on it, like as collectors. Like, I'll bring that up, so I would be more than happy to do that. Wouldn't it be cool if like 3 years from now, we can go back to conversations like this and go, this is where the hotbed conversation was that ultimately created the digital grading system that everybody now uses going forward. That would be crazy. That's right. So let's keep those lines of communication open, and let's definitely make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. And also,
I love that so much.
Yeah, and it also says, like, considering, like, Steven's already been in this space once already, like, he's more than welcome to come back if he has the time to. Same with Mondo.
Absolutely, and then that I would absolutely encourage as well. Keep active in Web3. Keep active in spaces like this. This is where you're going to meet the community that really cares about the things that you do. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And for anyone
you would have been so great at that job. Like, that job is perfect for you. It's unfortunate that you couldn't take it, but I'm so glad that he still offered like open doors to you. Like, how awesome is that? Like,
that is really cool,
man.
Like, and
so cool.
It's like you said, it's like you get to go to Disneyland for free every day.
Totally the feeling, believe me.
Excellent, love it. All right, guys. Well, we've got about 10 minutes or so left before I go start wrapping things up. I like to sort of leave the stage open for this sort of part of the show. So if there's anyone who's been listening in the background who wants to come up and say a few words, you're more than welcome to. Or if you want to just chill in the back and just keep listening, that's also cool as well. Just hope you've really enjoyed the conversations that we've been having. We're having some amazing conversations in this episode. Everything from what would you do with 40K if you had the Iron Man to Johnny sharing his experiences at Comic-Con and that amazing job opportunity, I should say. Wow. And also from Dive Jedi dropping in as well, giving us a little bit of alpha on art and his experience with the Van Gogh Pokemon Pikachu. Very, very cool. And yeah, again, thank you to everyone who's been speaking in the spaces, everyone who's come up to speak. Just appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day, just come and chill. And also as well, before I forget, if anyone is interested in checking out that episode with Stephen Fischler about the grading system, that is on episode 9 of Webby Weekends, which is available on the Webby Collective's YouTube channel. So what I might do is I might try and drop a link somewhere in the X spaces so you can all check that out if you're interested.
Oh, I see you pinned up on top, D, the thing I put in the bottom right, which is the work in progress. Oh man, it was so funny. She literally pointed at me. You're the Psylocke guy, right? I was like, oh my gosh, so hilarious. And by the way, that other video is of a work in progress of In-Hyuk Lee. If you guys have not heard of In Hyuk Lee, he is, he is a Korean-based artist, South Korean-based artist, but he does some firework for Marvel and DC. Like, for instance, on the Marvel side, he just won the Marvel Stamp voting contest for the featured card of Human Torch. So that's his artwork.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you play that video game and you get this free card, that is In Hyuk Lee's work. So like he does tons of Marvel stuff. But on the DC side, they actually gave him free reign for a brand new character called City Boy. And to me, City Boy is all him. And the cool thing is they allowed his character City Boy to be in the Gotham Batman universe. So he interacts with like freaking like Nightwing and Superman is like insane. Like, and so like you should definitely
cool.
check out that like series of books that came out this year. It's called City Boy by In Hyuk Lee. And his art is just so gorgeous. I brought like I think the most books, including Peach, the most books to get signed by any artist was In Hyuk Lee because I missed him last year, so I had a year's worth of books for him to sign. I felt so bad for the man, but I'm like, please sign here, please sign here, please sign here. I was just like, just nonstop bug the man, and then at the end, I was like, oh, and I would love you to remark this, and he looked at me, he goes, I don't have time for all this. Come back when everybody else is done, and I'll remark you. I was like, okay, I'll come back, and then I came back. There was no line. He was gonna wrap it up, but he remembered me, and he's like, okay, I got time for your remark, and then the time he spent on the remark. The video that I showed you is only 20 seconds long. He spent 3 minutes on this remark, which is ridiculously long for a remark, and it is of venomized Silk. And Silk is a Korean American Spider-Verse character, right? And if people know her in the books, she's actually the queen of the Spider-Verse, right? So that actually comes out, which is why all the other Spider-Men kind of gravitate towards her because she's like the queen of everyone, right? So the Silk is a very important character, and this is the venomized variant of it. And In Hyuk Lee made an amazing cover art, but then his remark, which is so involved, you'll see in he works so quickly too. I don't know how he does it. He is truly an up and comer, like modern artist who is really poised to really break out for work on Marvel and DC. There is a post that Jim Lee put out that Jim Lee went and visited like some of the hottest new artists, and he just wanted to take pictures because he's a fanboy too. 2 of the 4 were Peach Momoko and In Hyuk Lee. So I guess I have good taste because Jim Lee has got the same taste.
Nice.
Yeah. So like follow their careers with great interest. I cannot wait to see what else they put out in the years to come.
Yeah, definitely. We got here. Oh, Casual back up to speak. Go. There we go. Casual, did you have something you want to throw in before we start closing things up, mate? Or if anyone else has got anything they want to chuck in before we start closing up?
Nope. I just wanted to say it was a pleasure talking to you guys. Those cards that I sent you on ePack, just a real quick summary of that. What you can do with those, which I didn't type out, is when you pull up your inventory, those are just the basic cards, but you can click a little binocular sign and see who wants those cards. So essentially you can start with very basic cards and build your way up, and then trade your way up. So you could trade that Scarlet Spider I gave you for maybe a different card, then essentially like trade a paperclip for a house.
Okay, I'm with you. Oh yeah, I'm just looking at it right now. Okay, and so you can either hit the trade button or hit the chat button and try to strike something up with them.
I'm in the market for a new house too.
Correct. It's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. Well, like I said before, I haven't had a lot of time to fully explore the ePack website, but I'll definitely look into that, especially getting these free packs you get from time to time, which is kind of cool because they're all mainly hockey cards, but hockey ain't my thing, but it might be someone else's thing. So maybe I can use that to get some more Marvel cards. But cool, very very good to know. Thanks for that.
Oh, Osman, in terms of playing cards, I have one more thing to say, which is 2 days ago they released the orders for Anime Season 2 Upper Deck trading cards. And Peach Momoko has a set of chaser cards on there that are literally on wood block art prints, like laser burn sketched into those wood blocks of Peach Momoko's
Oh
art.
wow!
So check it out. Anime season 2 or edition 2, whatever it is, a second series, Upper Deck. And then you should be able to find them at your local comic book store, specialty direct type of stores, and of course eBay probably has a couple of boxes already. They are amazing pieces of art, and also you'll see a representation for In Hyuk Lee in that series. You'll see Rose Besh also represented in that series. A couple of up and comer artists doing Marvel characters in anime style. Totally worth physical card collecting that particular series.
And also on that note, the first Marvel anime set that came out had a ton of awesome Peach work. Some of the cards were thousands of dollars because they're low numbered, and actually they did come to Marvel or to Upper Deck E-Pack as well. So if you don't manage to get the physical ones, I believe the second set will come to E-Pack. I've tried trading people for Peach Momoko cards on E-Pack with like no luck at all.
Yeah,
I just don't have enough trade value. But anyways, nice talking to you guys. Everyone who got that Iron Man, good luck. I hope one of us in the community pulls that number 1. So you guys have a nice night.
yeah. You too, Casual. Thanks for popping in, mate. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, Casual. Have a good night.
Okay. On that night, was there anybody else who wanted to leave us off with anything before we start closing up?
Thanks for everyone coming up to speak, and thanks for the audience for staying with us for 2 hours. Nice to talk to you, Dive Jedi. I think this is our first time.
Yeah.
I've seen your faces before, but actually talking with you up here is pretty cool. Yeah, thanks Osman for hosting. Awesome host as always. And yeah, everyone enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks, guys. I've been in the background listening as well, very secretly and quietly.
I was waiting for Hanano's voice.
I was waiting for it as well. I think we're lurking in the background, probably doing some editing or some technical stuff and installing RAM, I believe.
Yeah, that PFP down below is just a husk.
Nice. And as Dee said, big thank you to everybody who spoke in the space. Big thank you to Dive Jedi as well, who sort of just stumbled into our space by accident. But we're so glad that you did. So it's been a pleasure talking to you. And like Dee said, it's the first time we've had you in the space, and I'm hoping you'll come back. So you've been a pleasure to talk to. Big thank you to KC as well. Big thank you to Josh, Collectors Gone Digital, John. Casual, and just everybody's taking the time out of their busy days to come and chill with us. Much appreciated. It's you guys, the listeners, that make these spaces what they are, and that's the whole reason why we have these spaces, to sort of have these spaces for people to connect with, like other collectors, like John pointed out, like, just a nice sort of chill place where we can hang out, share. And just enjoy this crazy ride, which is collecting, in all its shapes and forms. I'll start closing things out now, I guess. So I just want to say, big thank you for myself. Big thank you to Dee for helping me co-host the last part of this episode when everyone decided to start jumping up and asking questions. But like I said, this has been WebV Weekends episode 11, brought to you by the WebV Collective. If you're interested in getting to know the WebV Collective and sort of what we do have a Discord as well. If you're interested in joining, hit us up a DM or someone else or one of our other members. We also have D, Hinano, Shadow, My Collectibles, Miss Gecko's in there as well. Josh, gone from Collectors Gone Digital. Double Cool's in there as well. We sort of work like on a referral system, just because we had a few issues when we first got started about just having an open link. But if you're interested in that, jump on in, because we have threads ranging from our collectibles. We also share about travel, food, music, games, all sorts of bits and pieces. So that's there if you'd like to. And I'll just do a quick little shout out to some of our members and some of their other projects, because we try and promote the space best we can, because a lot of people don't realize that the WebV, the V part, a lot of people think it stands for VV, but it doesn't. It actually stands for value. And that's what we try and bring to the space, whether it be these Twitter spaces and the group, is we value the space, we value our members, and we just value the whole community. And I'm going to give a quick shout out to The Real Uncommon Podcast, My Collectibles, K Collections, Evolve Collects, Collectors Gone Digital, formerly known as VV Investments, Double Quill and Chris Severs for their blogs. Always amazing reads and always a great fun to dive into. I've got VV Arcade with his show every Sunday along with the biggest bro. Doctor Strange with all things strange with his Stack and Slack videos. Really informative videos. So if you need some comic book guidance, definitely check that out. We've got the three biggest bros just doing the bare minimum as well when he does his live streaming when he gets a chance to. I've also got Shawnee Poo, who does Shawnee Poo Tube. Really fun, energetic member of the community. Always a laugh. We've got Informant, BE, and Mo's Skin and Bones. And also another one I've just added as well is Mr. Falcon, one of our resident vault builders. He also has on Spotify a podcast called Watching Films on the Toilet, which he does with his co-host Eamon, which he does movie reviews, which is very entertaining. And he recently just did one on The Expendables 4 and the new Exorcist movie. And his views on The Expendables 4 are about the same as mine. It was horrible. So if you want an entertaining listen, definitely check that out. And I also forget always to shout out myself at the very end. I've also been doing Relax and Read, where I've been doing live readings of the comic books that we have on VV. And I recently just did the Addiction. And the next comic book I have in the pipeline is Marvel Secret War number 8, which I'm reading on behalf for Doctor Strange, who requested that one. So that one's going to be for Doctor Strange. So if there's anything you would like to hear me read, send us a DM, and I'll get in there as well. And that's basically just about all the rambling from me. You can find the recordings of the episodes on our the Webby Collective's YouTube channel, which will be I'll try and get it out today. If not, will definitely be tomorrow. So we also do our WebV Wednesdays as well, which is our Wednesday show from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you can make that one, fantastic. If not, we consistently do these shows as well on the Sundays, WebV Weekends, which is 12:30 to 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, or 8:30 till 10:30 British Standard Time, which is my time. But yeah, that's enough rambling for me. I've been your host, Osmond Collect 63. Have a good one, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm going to probably chill for a bit, maybe catch up on my Rebels, and try to get some sleep. So yeah, have a good one, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will talk more with you soon. All right, take care, everybody, and bye.
Peace.
Peace. Love it.